This is an exciting time, not just because of the AI Infra Summit, but you and I can talk a little bit about design and marketing and building businesses and growing businesses as we get started in this AI world and a whole bunch of fun discussions. Tell me first about your agency.
Yeah, thanks for having me, first of all. So we do user experience, and the whole perspective on things is that because the time to ship is so low right now, the core thing that companies can differentiate themselves is actually the user experience.
Yep.
And the user experience is a really new one when we talk about the AI era. And this is what we do in an agency. We help companies to build the future of the user experience. And so far we won more than 100 different design awards.
Wow.
Which is fine, but more importantly, we help our clients to raise $500 million out into our design work. So we
$500 million? That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So tell me, what's your design philosophy? I agree with you. First of all, obviously UI, UX, user experience is fundamental, and it's game-changing today more than ever.
Yeah. I mean, so there's three core new experiences that evolve. The first one is the chat interface and how you should build the interaction, how you split the screen, how you learn about your user first to create like hyper custom experiences. The second one is generative UI. So it's like when you know enough information about your user, you can actually spin out the front end and UIs based on the prompt and based on the experience that you want to build for them. And this is like totally new, never been explored before, that you can already build. And the third one, like the third topic that I would put it for, is the conversational experience. And the conversational experience, especially video conversational experience, how you can talk to the agents that can help you to do through A to Z task and just like help you to act as the human. And I think like this whole new AI era, needs you to be more prepared for learning more about your user and adapting to the speed of the technology and understanding how the UX impacts your product decision. Because you can easily see that there is like a product roadmap, right? And there is like a development roadmap out there, but there is like this little gray area in between, which is called user experience. And before, designers were like, okay, you should do this. We defined the product management and development, you should do this. But right now, the experience is what actually frames the whole product. Once you know enough about the user, you actually can build out the roadmap based on the AI native understanding. And this what
building and growing that conversation, making it contextual, making it real time, all those things.
Yeah, but also building the custom front end and the custom experience for the user, creating those aha moments.
Okay, now let's talk about your biggest customer. Well, maybe I'm joking, but Bill Berry of Ignite GTM, who we're here for, he said, "You're not touching my logo. I got a great brand here. Don't mess with it." And you said, "Well, wait a second. What happened?"
Yeah, so there is a 100% feeling that you feel once you come here, and there is like an energy that flies into the room, the conversation that sparks, and that moment when you feel that, well, something new is coming, and the infrastructure is the very leading part of this movement. Therefore, our suggestion was, hey, wait, why don't we update your whole digital identity and make it more what you represent for? You bring in the best people in the room, you organize it and orchestrating what's happening, and you actually, creating and talking about new space, which is the AI infrastructure. And this is what we did. We updated the brand and we helped them to be more, fresh, clean, and just like communicate.
And what were some of the steps you took along that path?
Yeah, well, I mean, now if you can put the screen out here, or like out here, you would see the design. Yeah, but we simplified the whole UX. We make it just more prominent and much easier to read and understand. And the whole identity, like this little spark that flies all over, like an ideas that you see around.
And when you look at the design from a holistic standpoint, what is it that you're actually trying to accomplish? Is it faster through the information, more direct to the information, more engaging, starting conversation? How do you evaluate that?
Yeah, I would say that the feeling that people have once they interact with the design, and it's very easy to see how you come into these conferences and how you go to these events, and they all kind of the same. They all look Luma-like pictures, and they all doesn't really want to stand out, except you're like the biggest conferences like Infra, right?
Yeah.
And then you can see it in the room, so you can see how people taking the pictures, how they're sharing with each other, how they're laughing, and how this whole one little identity can unite everyone here. And once you in the room and once you see the people wearing that swag and actually loving it, you see people on the street. Then later, this is how I would assume that the design achieved the goal.
Kirill, I think you nailed it. I go to the website and I definitely connected immediately to Ignite GTM, and I also say it has great energy. I mean, you come to this event, it's different. You come to the website. website, it's different. Part of that's that orange. Whose idea was the orange? That pops with your Halloween colors.
The Halloween is coming every year, but the AI Infra here to stay. So we are exploring it and changing it to make it more fresh.
Okay, so next year it's purple and gold, or what are we doing?
I would try to push for the gold all the time, but Bill just like, no. We need to have the shelves and dig in, not, we need to get to the gold, not to be the gold. Yeah.
And we got to support the socks as well, and the hats. Well, everything is great, but tell me, because you're sort of visionary design now, where are we going to go next?
Yeah, I think that the future of the UX is the silent UX, where you don't actually see the UX. So before, when you were opening the product, say Dropbox, you were just like, wow, you're dropping the file, and it's like on your local storage, and this was enough for you to justify that experience and justify the money that you spend. Right now, we are coming into this aha era, where this UX is actually the silent UX, where you go into the touch points of the carefully designed experiences for you to achieve the goal without actually realizing it. And while you predefine it as the designer, you can know in advance what the user wants, and this is what the future of the UX is going to look like. You just know before they kind of ask you.
Kirill, we look at new tools, Framer, Lovable, some of these things. Where are we headed on this path in terms of changing the metaphor for what a website's supposed to do?
Yeah, I think the layer there is the conversational layer and the agents layer, not necessarily the website layer. If you think about the future, that everyone will have an agent, will be doing task on your behalf and making the judgments on what you actually want to achieve from the task that you give. This thing would be making the judgment, and the traditional way of the websites are not really solving for that. So the agent-to-agent experience, this is where we're going.
Fun topic. One last question then. So, as the website as I know it today in 5 years?
I don't think it will exist. Yeah, I don't think it will exist. Yeah.
So drop-down boxes, menu system.
I think there's
like be a window for a box. Ask me a question.
Look, I mean, the agents are the ones who are growing year to year, and they are taking over the web. So just like, and the web is not designed for that. Right now, we are living in a legacy, human-designed websites. Yeah. But the future are the bots who are making the decisions, and this is what we're
not waiting 5 years, are we? This is going to come. This is going to come a lot faster, isn't it?
For sure.
For sure. Yeah. Hey, anything else you want to share before we send you back up to your keynote, your chat upstairs?
No, I mean, thank you for having me. And of course. The AI Infra is that place where I always come for the inspiration, and I always invite people to come, because like no other conferences, it's not just the speakers and the lineup that you hear, but also the energy and the conversations in the room that you can always bring with yourself, and then start to building something great.
Well, I've already enjoyed this conversation. Now all I need is the socks and the hat, and I'm good.
Okay, next time, the socks on me. I'll push for the socks.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.